Hi guys, welcome back to the channel Into the Garden. In today's video we're just going to be doing our May garden tour. Going to take a little walk around, show you some of the new stuff that has come up. You're just looking at one of the sort of newer waterfall systems since the last video. What we'll do is start where we normally start here. Of course, stay tuned guys, I got lots to show you. This is probably one of the more interesting garden tours of the year. As you can see, we're starting at the top of the house here guys, where we normally start our garden tours. Just having a look since our last video guys, you can just see here the Trachycarpus palm off the top of the house has started to put out some of its flower spikes. So again, very interesting to see. This will be the first time that these sort of flower in the garden. Just down here guys, the sedums have really started to fill in. So just kind of giving us that evergreen kind of carpet on the bottom here. These do flower. It's a little bit later in the year, but again, nice to kind of see that there. Heucheras done really well. Again, kind of come out, starting to put out the bigger leaves now. Just as we come down this way, guys, just to briefly show you down here, this is one of the other little water features that we've added. This one's run by solar power as well. You can just see our camellias have started to put out their new new leaf growth, and you can see we're just coming to the end of the flowers here on this one. Now, again, I mentioned in a previous video, guys, the only sort of trade-off you have with large flowering trees is, as you can see, all the mess on the ground here. You wouldn't believe it, but I've actually been out and swept this all yesterday, and everything you see on the ground here, guys, is fallen overnight in the wind. So something to bear in mind, guys, if you got the large flowering trees. Now, with the pond, guys, you can just see through there. Unfortunately, is under a lot of these, but you know, that was again part of the trade-off on that side. Just as we come down here, guys, you can see another one of the large Trachycarpus palms gone into flower. Again, you can see the flower spike there. Now, since our last video, guys, quite a bit has come out. You can just see this rhododendron here, which is one of our pink varieties. Underneath, guys, this is a double plant. There's actually a ruby red variety as well that's in here. You can just see these ones starting to come out. That's that variety there, and you can just see the kind of slight color difference on that one. But nice to see, guys, on the layering side. Just panning into the middle, guys, the pink azalea, which you may have seen from our previous tour, is just coming out of flower now, and just behind it the white azalea is going into flower, again giving us this kind of idea of layering. So you know, interest in color pops throughout the year. What you can see here, guys, down below is in regard to some of these summer bulbs and bedding, which is just starting to finish. So our bluebells and the scary here coming to the end of season, but now the Solomon seal is just starting to come into season. You can just see starting to put out some of the flowers there on that side. Again, just providing us that little bit longer you know, interest in this kind of front bed. Now, it does look a bit of a mess, guys, with all the kind of spring bulbs, but again, that will kind of clear, and we'll start planting that in the summer with some more of the kind of standard annuals. You can just see down in here, guys, the hostas have made a comeback as well since the last video. Again, good to see those there coming up. As we come down here, guys, the Waggy Princeps cross or hybrid. No real movement on this one since the winter, but again, I know these kind of like a bit more heat to kind of get going, so hopefully this warm weather we're having will really start to put this one into growth. Just down here, guys, we've got the Japanese painted fern, which again, I love the kind of foliage on these. You know, when it's in a bit brighter sun, it does color up even more, but with that said, still just a nice kind of you know, change of color, and gives us that again contrast between some of the green here. Just as we come down this way, you can just see, guys, our Ragusa rose has put out lovely new leaves, and the flowers here, as you can see as well. Just looking off the back, there is a clematis that has started to come up. Again, just one of the standard varieties there. Just down here, guys, we've got our Trachycarpus Princeps cross. Again, new leaf coming out here. You can just see the glaucous blue underneath here, which, again, I love the kind of undersides of these plants. But it's nice to see that it is starting to put out some growth on that side. Next to that, guys, the Musabastu that we overwintered, again, starting to put out some nice kind of full leaves. We've got the new leaf coming up from the top here, and you can just see down here the Musabastu pup that's come off the base, again, started to grow as well. So, again, guys, really good to see the Musabastu starting to take off. You have to let me know in the comments, guys, how yours is doing, if you did protect it or not. You may have seen from our most recent video, the kind of results so far of the experiment we did with the moose Sebasters off the back there, which I'll show you shortly. Just coming down, guys, this is one of the rhododendron purple pillows. It's a dwarf variety, so almost kind of miniature leaves and miniature flowers. Again, just a nice bit of contrast, I think, in this area, even alongside things like the last few muscari that are coming out here as well. Just down here, guys, you've got the Diropterus ferns. Now these have really started to pop. Again, these were rescued from another garden. I'm not exactly sure how old these are, but you'll see we do have a couple much larger ones here as well, which I'll show you shortly. Coming here, guys, you can see the yucca putting out some new growth as well. Again, just a nice structure on that side as an evergreen. Bruneras, they're all flowering around the garden. I've got multiple different varieties of these. With different sort of leaf patterns, but I do love the kind of striking leaf that you get on these, always nice, and I think it pairs great with your tropicals as well. And of course, being perennial, guys, it's a plant and forget one in some ways here. Next to that, guys, we've got the small Trachycarpus palms. Now we had quite a few of these into the garden. Now one thing with these, guys, with it being its first winter in the ground, I have expected, you know, a little bit of damage to it, as I do believe a lot of these are probably greenhouse grown initially, so this would be their kind of first winter outside, which they did see sort of a -6 degrees C in this garden as well. Just down here, guys, the dense blazing star perennial is starting to make its comeback as well. This has a lovely flower sort of spike that comes up sort of maybe towards sort of a July, August, sort of middle of the year. Again, lovely plant that pairs nicely with a lot of the tropicals. Down here, guys, another example of the large Diropterus ferns, and you can just see here the size of the crow's ears on that, still putting out. Again, these kind of typically get anywhere between sort of 3 to 4 foot tall, so just a meter plus on that side. Great little ones to pair, I think, and again, you know, plant and forget type of plant. Next to that, guys, we've got the common bracken. Now, I believe this might be one of the most common ferns in the world, but again, I do like the contrast it gives us against, you know, the different types of ferns here. Just down here, guys, we've got the hardy fuchsia. Has started to come back from the ground, and just down in here, guys, you can just see the starts of one of the cannas coming back up as well. So again, lovely to see sort of you know, the start of growth and things coming back. Just to briefly show you here before we move on to the center bed and the Dicksonia antarctica, you can just see, guys, if I look up here, you've got the clematis, which is coming along the top of the fence, as well as the hops that have come back out. Great perennial, guys. These can grow up to you know, a few feet a day in top growth, and again, I quite like the leaf patterning, and of course you get rewarded with the lovely hops cones that come out towards the back end of the year. Have a great smell to those, of course used in sort of beer production. So if you like your beer, hops is a fun plant to have in the garden there. Celebration roses, still waiting on that to come out. Yucca in the back. Again, this one's pretty beat up, just kind of let it overflow. This one I forgot the name of. This one has little dainty flowers that come out almost like little white balls. Quite a cool one when it does sort of flower. The blue star fern, guys, down here, not much movement on it yet. Still some green, and the base is solid, so you know, just kind of hope the warmer weather does get that going. Down here you can see one of our brighter colored Bruneras. Again, love that leaf on it. Striking sort of contrast in comparison. And looking up, guys, you've got your large purple rhododendron that is still waiting to go in flower. It's one of our later flowering rhododendrons here. We'll just pan back around into the center bed to show you the tree fern. You can just see our 4-foot Dicksonia antarctica tree fern. It's put out a lovely set of new fronds. It is still uncurling, and again, guys, you can see kind of size of the crow's ears in here, and you know, really lovely plant. Now this one, guys, last year it had approximately 12 fronds out. Now I've counted this year, we've got 21 so far, and looking at the base, it looks like it had approximately 28 when it was cut from the wild. Perhaps may have been many years ago. Now you never know with these things how long they've been sort of in transit or left before transit. But again, guys, nice to see. Hopefully we get the same size fronds that we got last year this year. But again, nice to see that you know, we've got a full flush compared to last year, so gonna keep an eye on that and watch the growth on that one. Just down here, guys, into the center bed, we'll continue along with this area first. The Musa sycamensis, or Bengal, Banana has put out one of its kind of first full leaves. Again, these do size up quite a bit, but I love the underneath you get on this. It's kind of that golden ruby red. And again, that hasn't come into full color yet, but nice to see on that side. Just down next to it, guys, you can see we do have some pups coming up from the base here. So again, it'd be nice to see this kind of fill in this year. The Pieris, again, this is kind of the older growth on it now. As the newer growth comes in, it will give you that fiery red, but all of this that was out in the spring is now kind of reverted back to the kind of yellowy green on that side. Just in the middle here, guys, bamboo grass. Again, no movement on that yet. That probably will be coming out. You can see kind of just the start of it wanting to work, but again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be keeping that there moving forward. Just next to that, guys, we've got our triple trunk chamaerops as we come around the center bed. And you can see, guys, done really well. Loads of big flower spikes on it, as you can see in there. So I'm really expecting this to, you know, put out some lovely new flowers and possibly even some seed on that one as well. Down in here, guys, the Sempervivum and Sedum garden, again, sort of coming up to life. This typically will flower in sort of more towards June, July. So waiting for this to kind of get ready to flower. You can see, guys, we have transplanted some of the Aeonium Schwarzkopf here. And again, that will probably come out for the winter, but I may try one outside just as a bit of a kind of test here. Next to that, guys, one of the new Diropterus ferns again coming out. I think this will fill in this area nicely. And you'll see we have quite a few of these around the property as well, guys. Just as we come back down, guys, and I'll just quickly pan over here. We'll come back and take a full look at this area shortly. But just to show you here, in the meantime, you can see our laburnum, our golden chain tree, has started to come out. Lovely flowers, and I love the kind of canopy it puts over this area. But we'll come back, we'll take a look at this area shortly here with all the waterfalls. Just this way, guys, as we come back to the back of the garden, you can see this is one of our newer sort of water feature beds here. We've got the waggy palm just that's gone in here, as well as you've got the euphorbia ascot rainbow, and again, lovely kind of little flowers and a bit of interest on that one here. One of the new sedums I've picked up, guys, and again, I love the kind of colorations you get on this, and you can just see the starts of the yellow flowers coming out here as well. So I'm probably going to try and propagate this around the garden, but for now, guys, I kind of like this little color pop that it provides just on the side here. As we come down, guys, one of the ferns, not really doing much here, and you can see there's other sedums and things in here that are you know, making their way through. Just off of there, guys, you can just see where my finger is. That's one of the Saxifragas. Name makes me laugh every time I say it, but it's one of those ones. That's an evergreen ground cover. Just behind that, we've got one of the Neptas, another evergreen ground cover. You've got an onset morelli that was overwintered and a blue festucia grass. But again, we'll take a look at those as we come look at the jungle area here. Just coming off the back now, guys, you can see this is one of the new areas that you may have seen was kind of in work before, but what we have done is to plant a couple of the kind of evergreens, if you will, in here, and kind of starting to plant. So if you've got any ideas what to kind of put under this in this little bed here, you can just see we've added one of the inexpensive shamrock palms, which if you haven't seen that video, guys, this one's from Morrison's. Certainly go check that out. Recently put that out, and maybe one of the cheapest palms you can buy from a store in the UK. So yeah, if you're looking for an inexpensive palm, get you going, that could be a great choice for you here. We've got one of the sago palms, our Cycas revoluta. Now this one was picked up again from Morrison's. Great deal on these, are only £12.50. Now this would have been grown indoors as a house plant and everything else, so just bear that in mind, guys. I know I've put mine in the ground, but I do plan to give it heavy protection this winter, as I can almost guarantee it's never seen any cold temperatures in its life before. Next to that, guys, we've got the Chamaerops volcano. Now again, this was a great deal from B&M. They have these in at just £17.50 at the minute for the smaller plants. I think great deal for, you know, such a nice kind of stiff variety as well. And again, underneath the bamboos here, guys, just to give it that little bit of overhead protection. And just down here, guys, again, one of the common lupins, but with these guys, I just like the kind of you know, unique kind of leaf pattern, but also the flowers when they come out. Again, nice little additive for your tropical garden. Just as we come along this way, guys, you can just see here, we've got some of the foxglove coming up here. You got the yucca puck in the back. We also have the common columbine. And now these just really come up from the ground every year, but I do like the kind of almost like bell-shaped flowers you get with these. And again, just something I kind of let grow, do its thing on that side here. Just off the back, and apologies on the weeds and mess, guys, but you can see we've got the onset morelli. Chucking out some nice new leaves here, and a nice one in the center, as you can see. Just behind that, we've got one of the Trachycarpus palms that's a little engulfed by one of the weeds there, but have to make time to get in there and get that. Unfortunately, with a larger garden, guys, by the time I've finished weeding, it's time to go back and do it all again. Down here, hostas have come up since the last video. We've got the Persicaria Purple Fantasy, which has come up. We've got, just coming down here, guys, and this is one I always love to see when it comes up, and that is your first pink china, which has just come up. And I do believe we're going to get a few more. You can just see a few more coming up from the ground here, but nice to see again, guys. You know, when you start to get those ground perennials coming up, certainly the tropical ones as well. As you can see, guys, Musabastu clump, got some lovely new leaves on it. The one in front here, guys, was the one that we didn't protect, and as you can see, it has been stunted by the by being unprotected. But with that said, interesting to know. I know moving forward now, guys, I'm just going to end up protecting all my bananas. I think it's worth it to keep that height for the next year. And as you can see, first kind of leaves, you know, you're probably talking almost 2.5 to 3 meter leaf as our first leaf. So, you know, nice to see and gives you a great head start for the year. Coming to the back bed here, guys, now we have had a huge amount of free gravel come in, which I'm just kind of top dressing this bed now. Again, one of those Facebook Marketplace grabs that, you know, if I can get it for free, I certainly will do. Just as you can see, guys, here, Butia, doing lovely. It's got some of the new fronds coming out as well, and you can see there is a little bit of damage on them, but that would be from last year, you know, before we even had the palm delivered. So again, nice to see, still green, pushing out new growth, and it's certainly going to be loving this hot weather here. Just down in here, guys, we've got a little patch of the sedums. Now again, I'm just using these as kind of the evergreen ground cover while I kind of think of what to plant into here, but for now just provides us that little color pop while we're planting. Aeonium Schwarzkopf. Again, lovely rosettes on these, really stunning one. This is the mother plant that I've been taking cuttings from, but again, this will probably go back inside for the winter this year, as they're not really sort of hardy outside in the UK. Apologies on the barking there, guys. Got some dogs off the back. Just looking in, guys, just want to show you, got one of the Opuntia cactuses. We've added a few more cacti to this area. Again, I'm going for more of a kind of Mediterranean, kind of desert style arid type bed here. So we're just going to see how that plans out. Any suggestions you got, guys, of course, let us know on that side. Down here, one of the large sempervivums. Again, kind of cool color paterations on that. And next to that, guys, again, you can see some of the small cacti and other sempervivums that we've added here in the meantime. Now, here, guys, you can just see we've got the Yucca Jewel here. Now, with this one, it's one of those ones, guys, I thought we had good success and made it through on this one here, but it has spear pulled since then. Now, one thing I've seen, and I'll show you one of my other ones as well, which I have cut back. We had one just off the front here, and as you can see, had to cut it all the way back down to where it wasn't rotten, and you can just see here the newer sort of growth coming off all sides. So interestingly, it is trying to make it through, but again, that top growth got completely rotted off there, and you can see that's just next to the Zentodisha that has come up really nicely from the ground this year. Behind that, you've got your 5-head cordyline, and again, the Trachycarpus palm here, which has probably got one of the largest flowers on it as of yet. So it'll be interesting to see, guys, when this does come out. Certainly, guys, anyone who may have an idea on sex of the plant, certainly let me know as well. As you can just see off the stem, it is shooting from the base here. So it's not necessarily a goner. I'm going to see how it does this year. I'm not sort of taking any action yet, but if I can just show you, hopefully I can get in and show you here. If we take a look at the center, you can see where it sort of died off in the center there. So again, I'm hoping we may get some recovery from this, but with that said, guys, it is not essentially hardy in the UK. It's a -2. It's like the puck. You know, really, guys, any sort of reasonable frost is going to knock it off. But it was worth a try. It has had overhead cover for the winter, so again, I can't complain too much on that one. As an experiment, like to do sort of experiments in the garden. Next to that, guys, cordyline. done well, starting to put on a base of a trunk just under there, as you can see. And in the middle here, guys, it does seem to be putting out slightly shorter leaves, but I'm just hoping that essentially, guys, that could either mean a flower, or again, it might just be the position that it's in, that you know, it may have been greenhouse grown and now it's kind of getting full sun, so you know, it's shortened down the leaves, doesn't need as much leaf, doesn't need to be as stretched either on that side. As mentioned, guys, common grasses, these are probably going to come out just as we come along here, guys, just to show you. Tetrapanics. This one's definitely sized up. You can just see here, if I get my, well, we'll do the old foot job into it. It's a big leaf now. Really nice to see, guys, and again, loads of new growth coming out from the top here, so really happy with that here, guys. Next to that, we've got some common columbine again. We've got some poppies that have come up. Now these were actually sort of within the ground in this clump of yucca that I picked up here, that was a save, again, a free save. I do need to clean it out, but again, guys, in some ways I don't mind the garden getting a little overgrown, and as mentioned before, guys, trying to maintain a large garden is a kind of back and forth all the time on that side. Fatsia japonica, again, nice green leaves. This does really kind of get more of a shaded kind of area of the garden, just the back. And again, apologies on that little corner here, guys, for keeping all my offcuts of grass and pond liner and things like that. Don't really have a decent amount of storage on the property, unfortunately. Just as we come down here, guys, I won't spend too much time on it here. You got your rhododendrons, we've got the bamboo cutting, one of the Trachycarpus palms that you can see this leaf, really unhappy with the fence being next to it there, but again, just going to let it grow out and kind of do its thing. As we come down here, guys, the Cibaria, lovely leaves on this, great foliage, really nice to see here. And again, one of the ferns that was planted down here starting to come out, and the wisteria finally making some moves on this, guys. Again, this is a more shaded area, so I'm not expecting it to kind of take off early like some of the others have, but you can just see, guys, we got the makings of some of the flower buds coming in as well, so nice to see on that side, guys. What we'll do is pan this way and we'll head down towards the jungle area of the garden. I'll just quickly pan over the mini golf course here, guys, and as you can see, the palms doing absolutely fine. Again, the leaf litter from the camellia underneath the tree there, unfortunately, something we do need to clean out. And again, as mentioned, you know, that is part of the trade-off that you're going to get with some of the larger flowering trees. Just coming into here, guys, quickly to show you, you've got one of the large yuccas that is just starting to think about putting out a flower spike. We've got the ferns that have returned here. You've got the hostas in the middle, again, come up nice and full now. Nice kind of, again, kind of filler in this area. The pink and purple formium done really well, seems to be putting on some good growth this year, so happy to see. This grass here, guys, is going to be coming out again. I want to get rid of some of these common grasses. The variegated one next to it, I do like the style of that, so that's of course going to stay. Just down here, guys, another one of the large yuccas putting on some decent height now as a trunking variety. Just down in here, guys, another one to show you. We've got another pink china coming up. You can just see there, and I got a few more coming up from the ground here. So again, guys, really cool to see the pink china starting to wake up for the year here. Just down here, guys, again, small Musa Sebastian clump. Done well. This is next to our bubbling stone feature. And one thing just to point out, guys, here, you can see just on the bubbling stone feature as a side note, I've got the solar panel here. Now I've been sent a battery for it, a battery backup, and this is the 20-watt kit that I'm using for this particular water feature. And I have to say, this battery's really good. I've been getting an extra sort of 6 or 7 hours outside of light where it's still running. So, you know, as a kind of battery backup, works fantastic with this, you know, with this pump setup here. Looking down, guys, blue festucia. Just putting out some of its sort of early signs of flowering. Again, this was a new ad this year, so it's a little ahead of some of the other festucias we've already had in the ground. Next to that, guys, the bracken clump. Again, making a nice return. I think this may come out because I do plan, if I can, guys, to get something like a rostrata in this area, yucca rostrata. Again, kind of carrying on that bit more Mediterranean vibe. Unfortunately, the ferns fitting in next to the cacti, I don't think it's the kind of, you know, marrying up of plants that I want. I think I'd, again, like to keep this area much more of an arid style. Next to that, guys, our larger Chamaerops volcano. Again, you can just see underneath there, guys, we've just got the start of a flower coming out. Really cool to see this plant, hopefully, we may actually get some seed. Again, we'll have to see on that side. Next to that, guys, one of the larger trackies. Again, done pretty well, putting out some new growth, and the new growth is coming out nice and green on that side. Just as we pan down here, I won't trace too much. As you can see, we've got the pool up for the year. Again, because I'm working on the back area, still need to do all the interiors of the pond. So let's go take a look at that area now. As we come down, guys, into the jungle path, you can just see the bamboo, really lovely. I love the kind of canes on this and how it's a, you know, nice evergreen structure. And again, I think in some ways, guys, it kind of creates this almost like a gateway coming into here between the large clump of the green bamboo here and the clump here. So it gives us kind of like a walkway and a bit of a kind of pathway feeling. Just as we turn down, guys, the tree that we've been experimenting with by wrapping the trunks, done absolutely fine, come into leaf. Just gonna have to see how this one grows. Down here, guys, another one of the yuccas and poppy combinations. Again, these kind of came together as I got them. Next to that, guys, the Dixonia antarctica 1-foot tree fern. No huge signs of growth yet, but this is kind of the one that's taking the longest, and I do believe it's kind of where it's positioned, sort of more in the shade. But with that said, it is the only one that really held any green over the winter as well. Just panning this way, guys, before we go down the path. You can just see down in here, guys, we've got the azalea just starting to flower. We've got the miscanthus grass, which is, again, just starting to put out, you know, some of the new stuff. You can just see some of the variegation coming out here. So it'll be interesting to see on that side once this does sort of fully pop on that side. Some more of the common ferns down here, guys. Another Diropterus fern. We've also got the Brunnera. I've added again a Heuchera Marvelous Marble. Again, I like the kind of coloration you get on these leaves. Really interesting, and hopefully should be an evergreen plant there. Another Saxifraga next to, guys, as we look up the jungle path, or sorry, the jungle stream. And again, coming into this area, you can just see some of the larger Diropterus that have come out. Again, that's coming up to about 3.5, 4 foot now. Apologies on the wind, guys, or any of the noise. Down here, guys, you can just see the larger. So this is our 2-foot tree fern putting out a nice new frond. Another one coming out the center here. And as we look in, it does look like we've got more coming up there as well. Panning up this way, guys. 2-footer. Again, huge croziers coming out. Really excited to see how this all kind of pans out. And just looking down, guys, we've also added one of the sedums. We've added some of the Lismachia, or creeping jenny, another Saxifraga, and also some of the sedums, again, to kind of create this kind of carpet down here. Just having a quick look, just show you the waterfall up close. This one was added recently. If you'd like to see part of the build on that, certainly check that out. Just looking back here, and we'll come around to have a look at that. Coming down here, guys. And as we come down the jungle path, you can just see here a couple new ads as well. So the Heuchera's come back up lovely, just about to start to flower. And just looking down here, one that's interesting, guys, this was a bit of a debate on the forums last year regarding the Colocasia pink china, or what we thought was pink china, being sold at B&M. A lot of people were pretty sure that it wasn't. I was pretty confident that it was, and seeing that it has started to come back up does lead me to believe that it was actually a pink china. I think some of the other escalentas and things would not have survived in the ground in the winter, but you can see got a couple little growth points coming up here. So guys, if you do see those pink chinas, or what I do believe now is a pink china at B&M, they should be ground hardy, similar to the other pink chinas that you buy from other sellers and things like that. So just to point that out there. We've added one of the Palmoloniums, I believe. Really cool kind of leaves on this, almost like a pinky kind of color to some of the older stuff. Again, puts out lovely blue flowers, so I think this will kind of fill in this area nicely here. Right, guys, one of the losers for the year, you can just see here, our Musa acumata grand name. It has just been very unhappy. It got burned off by the UV, and it looks like it's just never recovered on that side here. Baby Dixonia antarcticas, as you can see, lovely green leaves. Both of these have done really, really well on that side. Just coming back to look down on the path here, as you can see, got another fern tucked away in there. You've also got the yucca, some of the Fatsia japonica. We've got the forsythia. And as we come down here, guys, again, I don't know if this is going to make it or not. This was the larger Washingtonia. And as you can see here, guys, it looks like we're going to get a spear pull on this one. I'm tugging on it now. It's not really doing much, but you can see new growth wise, guys, it's browned off. So I'm hoping something may return out of this one here. We've got one green leaf at the moment. We've got one of the Nadina cuttings. And as we pan this way, we've also added one of the lupins. This was one of our bromeliads that sat in a pot here. I'm trying to figure out kind of where to position this. I'd like it kind of around the waterfall area, but again, kind of moving that around at the moment here, which is why it's still sort of in its pot. Another one of these small Shemmerops palms. And again, this was only £6 at Morrison's. I think it's a great bargain. You know, if you can't get down and grab one of these, I certainly would do. Now here is one of our largest Diropterus ferns, and you can just see, guys, if I put my hand in here, I mean, this is a big old plant. And what's nice, guys, you see this kind of area here. As this is coming out, it almost looks a bit like a cyathea forming a trunk. Now, this is a triple head one, so it's going to be, once again, interesting to see how that sort of fills in here. Down here, guys, we've also got a new fern that's gone in. So this is your Diropterus. This is the, and again, I'll probably mess this up, Aerosora brilliance, and it gives you kind of a goldeny kind of frond as it comes out here. And just next to that, guys, another one of the pink formiums here. Now, what I will just do, guys, is to come back this way once again, because I just want to show you the canopy that has sort of filled out as we come around. Now, just as we look up now, you can see the laburnum golden chain tree. It's filled in. I love how it kind of sets this area off when it does come in. Next to that, guys, you got your red robin, which is basically formed like a tree, using that as overhead cover as an evergreen as well. And then our large Nadina right here. But just to show you guys, I think when that golden chain tree does come in, it's such a nice sort of, you know, add to the garden. You can just see if I pan this way, guys, we've got another one just up there, and you can see as well here. Next to that, guys, the as you can see, the bay tree that we've got there has been absolutely filling the pond with all of its flowers. So again, same with the camellia there as well. It's one of those things, as mentioned, guys, a bit of a trade-off on that side. But with that said, you know, that's something I'm happy to do. Just off the back here, we'll take a quick look at those, guys. You can just see our sort of light pink rhododendron has come into flower as well. And as well as that, the new azalea, again, has gone into flower, and hoping that that one will make a recovery. Just we come down here, guys, and we'll go back down the jungle path. As we come around, and apologies on the mess, guys, but what I'll do is just show you from here. And you can just see as we look through now, guys, part of the positioning is you just get a little glimpse of the waterfall. And you can see that as a sight line all the way back from sort of the door when you walk in. Now, just to show you guys here as well, and I'll come out to the middle. So as you can see here now, guys, part of the idea is to make this area look like one waterfall coming down. Now, this little bottom bit is not actually attached to the top bit, but can be run separately as well. But just to show you there, guys, you know, the waterfall systems are really starting to come together, and, you know, the sound alone is fantastic in the garden there as well, guys. Just as we come back, and again, come back on the side here, you can just see looking in to the water feature here, again, not running at the moment, but absolutely filled with the leaf material from the bay. So again, I'm going to make sure that get that all cleaned out so it doesn't clog the pump before we start running that one again here. One thing you can see, guys, this bag here, this is from yesterday, and this is just flowers, and that's from the camellia that's dropped all these. So with that said, yeah, you know, lovely pretty flowers, but at the same time, guys, you know, a bit of cleanup work on that side. Just to show you here, guys, as we come around, the azalea hotshot, sort of halfway in between flowering, the Washingtonia here that again made it through, putting out some new growth. And with that said, again, I just kind of more of an experiment with the washies here, guys, for me. We typically really don't get anywhere with them. The Scotch broom, lovely flower showing in here, and this bed has not been cleaned out at all this year, guys. It's fully overgrown, so I do apologize on that here. Just looking down, you can see we've got the Fatsia polycarpa green fingers. Now that's done really well. Expecting some great new growth on that this year. And just as we look up, Again, sorry guys about the light. There's your golden rain tree as well there. But just coming around, guys, just want to say, of course, thank you for watching the tour today. If there's any plants that you'd like more information on, or maybe I've gone over too quickly, certainly let me know. But with that said, if you haven't checked out the friends of the channel, make sure to do so. And of course, subscribe if you're not part of our lovely community. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.